Wait, clicks, got it. And all right, there we go. Wait, clicks, got it. All right, I'm going to share my screen real fast. If I can find Zoom again. There we go. Share screen. This is our little intro. Welcome to the We Believe in Comics Friday night workshops. Hosted by The Believer originally, and we've taken them over and really happy and honored to. If you haven't been here before, we're a 501c3 nonprofit. In America, that just means we're a nonprofit. You can find us at learn.sawcomics.org. We have lots of courses there. Some of the upcoming things you'll hear about next week, Robin Smith will be here in our Friday night slot. I'm not sure what she's going to be doing, but she's a great cartoonist who works for Jose Press and just did something for DC and did the Saddest, Angriest Black Girl in Town. May, just next week, Beth Trembley's 4-week memoir intensive starts, but I think it just sold out today. So you can't get in on that. But June, she's also doing some memoir mentoring, and there's some slots there. The graphic novel program is coming up. We're real fans of that program. I'm going to slide forward and show you some other slides about that. That's the 6-month program that will help you make your graphic novel. There's all sorts of things that go on in there. We take all kinds of people with all kinds of types of styles and different kinds of stories and different kinds of styles. We take you step by step through how to get your brain around it and how to manage it. We give you lots of ideas about how to tackle it, a great online community, and a bunch of bonuses. So links to this and other things will be in the chat periodically. It's also at learn.sawcomics.org. Don't forget our monthly groups like the Saw Flow and Publish group. It's an affordable way to get your work seen by some of our mentors and get published twice a year. The memoir group is still going strong. It's our oldest group, and it's really a lot of great work comes out of that. Both those groups and other groups come with some free courses, lots of free content. It's just great stuff. Okay, so share your work tonight at Friday Night Comics, hashtag Friday Night Comics. You can tag us at Comics Workshop. It's been sort of my thing to go immediately on Friday nights, although a lot of you go to Susan's party, but I go to Instagram and see if anyone's uploading. So I'll try and see if I can do both some night. But you can also join us and post anything you like comics related at members.sawcomics.org. That's our membership site, and it's free to come in and share. We survive from tuitions and donations. Some of you have been donating prior to registering. We really appreciate that. You can also go to one of these URLs. That'll be in the chat too. So be kind, be appropriate, and enjoy. And always, the last thing I always say, I should put this earlier in the slideshow, but if you're coming to us from Eventbrite, and if you have limited availability of the controls on the bottom, you might want to go into the Zoom portal rather than the Eventbrite portal. But if you reach out and chat, we'll help you out. So I'm really happy. Ellen O'Grady is our first person we're welcoming back twice under the Saw auspices. We've had people from the Believer auspices be here twice, or be here and then at Saw, or be there and then at Saw. Boy, I'm really mumbly today. But Ellen's the first person we've had twice. So thanks, Ellen, and welcome. I'm gonna blink out of existence. I'm gonna let you tell us anything you would like to tell us, and take it over. Take it away.
Thank you, Tom. Here, I'm good to be here, and I feel honored. It's such an honor. I love Saw. I did the 6-month program that Tom just mentioned, the novel intensive, and really recommend it. It's great instruction, such a lovely, warm community. So check that out if you're interested. And if you're interested in checking out my first YouTube workshop, you can Google that. That was on Diary Comics. But tonight's focus is going to be on drawing a gratitude letter. When we get to the, we're going to be using pieces of her and writing, drawing of your choice. First, a little bit about me, about my work, and how I do. Wait a second. How I started doing gratitude letters, and
Ellen, your internet's really spotty. But we're trying.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and some other people in the chat are saying that. Anything you can do real quick or no?
I wonder if I turn off my phone. Do you think having two
Worth a shot.
things is making it slower? Okay. See if that helps. Okay, so someone's saying yes, that might help. I can get on my Chromebook, but I think that's going to be the same. Okay, so does this seem a little better now?
Not yet. Let's just try it.
Connection seem a little better?
Still pretty spotty. I'm gonna post some things.
I'm not sure why. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I have 4 bars, so I'm not sure why. If you turn on subtitles, maybe we can catch someone saying turn on subtitles. Oh, I see the subtitles on. Sorry, y'all. Should I just go, Tom?
Is she let's give it a try. And
I am near the router. Bring it closer. Okay. I'm just 3 feet from the router now. Do you think it's worth going on my Chromebook? Is that going to be better than my iPad? Someone says it seems a bit better.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or turn off the video. Sometimes someone says sometimes Chromebooks work better. So I can turn this on. You just bear with me.
Well, meanwhile, I'm putting some things in the chat. Some people asked about the hashtag and some of the links and some of the community. So that's in the chat now. We'll see what Ellen is doing. I think. Oh, I think Ellen's pulling up her Chromebook. So now might be a good time to ask Susan if
is it any better?
If there will be an after party. Not sure yet, Ellen. Okay. I'm seeing red bars, you know, where
I think it's going to be the same on my Chromebook. I haven't had problems before. I apologize.
We can try it. Although I don't see that you've changed. What do you
Sorry, I'm
you logging in with the other computer?
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, Susan just posted a link to the after party, which is at 8 o'clock or 8-ish. Whoa. Dave Lasky is here. Oops. It says Julie Doucet was in the New York Times recently. Was it a new comic or just an article? Jackie says that she was. A profile. She has a new book. What kind of book? New York Times, art design, Julie Doucet, Time Zone. Thanks, Chris. Oh, I see that somebody has posted a picture in the Friday Night Comics on Ellen's screen. Somebody posted a picture of Stefan Gruber, our animator that was mentioned. I wasn't around for Stefan's workshop. I'm sorry I missed that, but I did hear he had a great setup with sort of fur lined up around the camera.
So Tom, I'm on my Chromebook. Is this better?
That sounds better, but you've also got your iPad on, I think, at the same time, right? Whatever you did just sounds, something's way better. Yeah, white bars, better sound.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah.
Let's stick with this.
Okay.
Sorry everyone. So, so the best place to see my work is on Instagram at Ellen O'Grady Art. And also it would be great if you do create something tonight, if you wanted to share it, hashtag Ellen O'Grady Art, as well as hashtag Friday Night Comics. And currently, let me see if I can, I have three screens going right now. Oh dear. Tom, can you, there we go. Okay, so right now I'm working on a book that I worked on during the 6-month intensive this past year. It's called Magic Nation, and it's really about my experience as a child and my connection to the world around me.
Did we just lose audio from Ellen?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay, so there's going to be a little lag on the photos, but so these are sample pages from Magic Nation. I'm mostly working in pen and watercolor. I started doing a little experimentation with pencil recently. Pencil and watercolor. I really like the kind of the jagged effect of pencil on watercolor paper, where you kind of have these air bubbles in the line. And here's what I'm using right now. These are technical pens that are refillable, and that's a cheap pencil that's also refillable, and then watercolor. Waterproof ink, and then my very messy watercolor box. So the topic tonight of writing a gratitude letter is very aligned with the subject of connection, and which, aside from the book that I'm working on, is something I think about a lot. Like, how do I connect deeply with others around me, with myself, with the world. And I was first inspired to create a comic letter this December at a Friday night workshop with Natalie Norris. And this is a workshop you can check out if you look on YouTube. And so drawing a comics letter to the past. And on that night, I drew a letter to my grandmother, which I then redrew. Dear Grandma, when we sat together on your braided rug, you showed me life is not a straight line, but a spiral. We continuously come back to things of the past and see new connections and have new understandings. And after that, I was really excited about the idea of making letter comics. And very soon after this one, I did some Christmas letters to my parents basically pulling together memories that they helped create. So dear mom and dad, since I'm not going to be with you this Christmas, I thought I would share some favorite memories. Stretching our feet close to the fire until they got too hot and we had to pull them back. Hot chocolate and matching cups. The first of the Christmas cookies. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, but be with those I love the most. And then I did a second one, some more Christmas memories, Christmas specials, opening boxes of decorations from the attic, including the nativity set, putting angel hair on the tree with gloves, reused wrapping paper, opening the wrong gift because it had last year's name. Merry Christmas, I love you. So that was December, and then my dad was sick, and I've written my dad gratitude letters in the past, so I had to think of something I had never shared with him, and I thought, well, I've never thanked him for taking us on trips when we were kids. So this is the first panel, and he would recite the prayer of St. Christopher. So, dear Dad, thank you for taking us on trips when we were kids. One of my favorite memories is waking up in the Untitled camper while you were driving us to New Hampshire. With you at the helm, we knew we were in good hands. Thank you for sharing with me your zest for learning and adventure. I carry that and you with me today and always. So then one of the last of the gratitude letters was written to my dad shortly after he died in March. And so, dear Dad, I brought a few of your things home with me, including your bird guide book. This morning, I saw you wrote the dates of bird sightings. Now I get to picture you, the season, and imagine where you were. Feel a little of your joy. One thing that Natalie Norris says in her workshop was how writing a letter comic is a really nice way of narrowing the focus and creating intimacy. So even if it's not a letter that you send, maybe you write a letter to someone you don't know but share it publicly. There's just an immediate intimacy because it's a letter. We're going to be getting to the workshop part of the evening, which is really the most fun. We're going to start, so if you don't have 2 pieces of paper and something to write with, you might want to get that now. And we're going to start with 2 very quick brainstorms. The first one is just going to be 15 seconds. We're just going to be thinking about people that we're grateful for, or I'm seeing a cat, Karen's cat. It could be an animal. It could be anything, a tree. It could be a person you know. It could be a person you don't know. They could be alive. They could be deceased. But someone who you're feeling gratitude, people and things that you're feeling gratitude for. So I'm just going to give us 15 seconds. Okay. So now I'm going to give you a little longer, give you 30 seconds just to write gratitudes, what you're grateful for that being. Okay, I'll give you a little longer. Now we're going to move to the drawing part of our workshop. You're going to choose one thing from that list that you're going to put into your comic letter, and I'm going to suggest 4 panels, and I'll give you 4 minutes for each panel. And what I'm going to do to make my 4 panels is just, and here's my piece of paper, I'm going to just make a line down the center, and then a line in the other direction. Oh, and also, yeah, I'm using ink and watercolor with a brush today because I was gonna have a camera so you could see me draw, but what I'll do is I'll just share it with you afterwards. But this was I just made.
Hey, Ellen, can you stop screen sharing, and that'll let us see that a little bit better?
Stop screen sharing, yes.
There we go. Great.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so this is what I did for my 4 panels. You could do it however you want. If you want gutters, have space around your panels or whatever. I'm going to screen share again because I want to give you the instructions. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you the first one, so you can start on that. So you're gonna choose one thing from your list, and that's whatever feels most alive, and you're just gonna start with dear. I mean, as a suggestion, these are all suggestions. You can really do whatever you want, but as a suggestion, just start dear, and that being, and then thank you for, and then whatever the thing is. And we'll have so let me, sorry, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do in the other panels, just so you have an idea, and then we'll do 4 minutes each. So, so in the second panel, you're going to see like, how did it make you feel in that moment? You're obviously feeling grateful, but maybe you're also feeling joyful or safe, relieved, inspired. So maybe tap into what you were feeling at the time, because they'll remember the event, but they may not know how you felt. And then in your drawing, you're going to be adding details that may make that come alive, like the objects around you, or if the person said something, maybe you can put that in a speech bubble. So the second panel, and I'll go over this again, but the second panel will be, how did it make you feel in the moment? And then the third panel is going to be, how did it make you feel later? Maybe moments later, or maybe years later. Maybe this is something that you're reflecting on, decades later even. So the third panel is going to be, how did it make you impact you later? And then the fourth will be ending with a gratitude or a compliment, and a compliment. How is this indicative of this person's kindness or generosity, etc. So those are the 4. We'll start with just dear, thank you for, and we'll have 4 minutes. Sorry.
Ellen, will you be able to put your phone onto your artwork?
I wonder if it's going to, oh yeah, I'll try it.
Well, something is on, there's 2 of you on screen right now. Maybe it's your iPad. You could just use that.
I have 3 screens. That's
okay.
My iPad. So maybe I'll turn off my iPad.
Whatever you like. We would just love to see you draw, because you draw so beautifully.
I'm going to see if I can. I'm going to hold my iPad.
If you like. I can spotlight the iPad for people. Let's do that.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
Chris says, do you have a cereal box handy?
Yeah, just
It's okay. Don't contort yourself too much, Ellen. Oh, that looks great.
okay. There you go.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Oops.
So,
And then it got turned off.
there we go. What? Yeah, right, you. What? Okay. 10 more seconds on this. Okay, now we're going to go to the next panel. And then we're going to focus on, if you feel like it, how did that make you feel in the moment? And then your drawing, add any details that might make that gratitude come to life. Okay, 10 more seconds on this one. Okay, and then if you'd like to move on to the third panel, how did it impact you later? Okay, 10 more seconds. So on the fourth panel, you might consider writing or drawing what, writing and drawing what this event says about them. Ending with the gratitude. Is it indicative of their kindness or generosity or whatever? Okay, 10 more seconds. All right. So now we get to the part that's the most fun. Shut that off. I'll start with mine, and then anyone else who wants to share, it would be lovely to see your work. Actually, you know what? Mine is still wet, and it's going to drip if I hold it up. So would anyone? I'll wait till this one dries. Would
Ellen, if you wouldn't mind, raise your Zoom hand. That will sort of put you up in the queue, and that way we won't lose track of you. No, down below where it says reactions, I think that should. Oh wait, might be different on a Chromebook. Anyway, if anyone else would like to share, the best way is to go to reactions, and yeah, Teresa got it, and then see if you can find where it says raise hand. I've just raised mine, and if you can't, and it looks like maybe Ellen couldn't find it. Ellen, was it not available on a Chromebook? It's okay.
I'm trying to, it's different here.
Yeah, it is. That's okay. Yeah, you'll just get sort of lost in the grid, and
That's
we'll be
okay.
sad.
I don't mind getting lost.
Okay. Well, great. I see some people. So Ellen, I'll just spotlight them, and you can, and they can share, and then you can comment. Okay, great. So here's what I see: I see Teresa, and then Claudia, and then Deidre, and then Martha, and I'll put that in the chat as well. But we'll start with Teresa, and we'll replace them. And by the way, Ellen, thank you. This was really marvelous. But here we go. There we go.
I wrote mine about my mom, and it is hard to read at the same time. Dear Mamacita, thank you for the laughs and for teaching me that fun is a great thing. And there's that panel. And second panel is you showed me that laughing at yourself and random humor bring joy in many little moments, which is so uplifting to know. And I've got myself spilling something. And the third panel is, and I'm usually a better editor than this, but oh well. I learned from you that humor and laughs ease tension, break the ice, put others at ease, and just make every day make more sense. If you can laugh, you can get through just about anything. It's that pinhole of light when everything seems dark. And then the final panel is, you showed us by example that a sense of humor can help carry you through. We know you didn't have an easy childhood, but you taught me humor like Granny Jean taught you. And for this, I'll be forever grateful.
Oh, that is so lovely, Teresa. The drawings and the gift that your mom gave you. Love that.
That was a fun exercise. It was a really, thank you. I enjoyed that.
I'm so glad. That means a lot. Thank you.
Cool. We'll go to Claudia next. Thank you, Teresa.
I just lost my dad too, like right when, just a little bit after Ellen. So this was really helpful. It starts, dear mom, thank you for coming over to hold me the first time I cried after dad died, the day after he died, in fact. And the speech bubble is, he'll never be here for Shabbat again. I remembered in that moment that this is part of who you are as a mom, loving, steady, kind. It reminded me of being a kid and feeling loved. It made me feel safe to cry and express some of the deep grief moving through my body, like you were watching over me. And then the last one is, I love how you are hardwired for connection and joy, even amidst heartbreak. I'm so glad you are my mom, and how you are not afraid of death too.
That is so incredible, Claude. So beautiful.
This was so helpful. It's so hard to find words, a lot of words, and this is so fresh, and this was really great. Thank you.
We're glad you're here. Beautiful.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Claudia. Deidre, we'll go to you next. Here we go.
I'm just coming back to drawing. So that says, it's about my friend Dave. Sometimes we just don't talk much. And there we are at dinner, not saying a word, like a married old couple of, 50 years. And then sometimes you've had to rescue me, and there's him in his car looking for me. And then he's a fiddle player, so I always love to see him play. And thank you for your friendship.
Beautiful, Deirdre. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Deidre. We'll go to Martha. There we go. You might be muted.
Yeah. How about now?
There we go.
Okay,
Good.
cool. Yeah, so I have some gratitude too. It's hard to see, and there's a lot more words here than there are pictures. Actually, you can't see much at all, I don't think, at the moment.
I think if you turn off
background.
your
Yeah, I'd have to take off the background, don't I? Why don't you come back to me so I can do that?
Okay, we'll do that. We'll go to Marlene next.
Yeah, hi, everybody. My letter is to my grandchild. It's entitled Grandma's Mailbox. So I'm saying, in an envelope style, Dear Peachy, thanks for showing up at 12:02 a.m. on the 23rd of April, 1921. And then I said, from gratitude, you made me jump and cry. Your weight, 3.2 kilograms, is gold, cheeky chops. Your shrill cry and diamante tears moved me and made my gray hair curl. Holy mackerel, you're beautiful. Your hairy chest beamed like a trained athlete. Your mother, my child, beamed like a large oak tree. And that's the drawing. I don't know if you can see it, Tom. Can you see it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I surely will be singing lullabies and rhymes for years to come. You have rocked my world, sweetheart. And then the envelope itself at the end, I'll first show you the one I've just read. And Miss Peachy Plum, this is going to be a delivery for you. So that's the end result of all the cards going into that. Yeah, it gave me a lot of joy. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you. I love the cheeky chops and peachy plum and the drawings. The envelopes were so gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great. Okay. Are we going to try Martha?
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay. So as I was saying, it's kind of more words than I usually put. Anyway, it says, Dear Dana, thank you for building my studio exactly as I asked you to. And then it has a fold down table. It has a workspace, the easel. It has a fold out, pull out drawers. It just had everything in my studio. At the time, I was busy making sure that everything had come out okay, looking at every detail. Now you're gone. Did I ever really thank you for such an incredible gift?
That's beautiful, Martha.
Thanks, Martha. We'll go to Mishka next. Let's see. There we go.
I wrote to my friend Traugott Lawler, Chaucer scholar. He's my adopted dad. So, dear Traugott, thank you for seeing me as more than I knew I was or am. It was Christmas Eve, and we went to your church for services. I'm sorry, I'm not reading every word, but I'm trying to read backwards. When it was time to go up for communion, I remembered that another friend of mine had asked me to stay put because it's just for Christians, and I'm an atheist leaning UU. And then he said, "Oh, come on, Michelle. If anyone is in a state of grace, it's you." And then I just felt so honored by that, and it made me feel seen as a good person, and that I could be good and of God without believing what you believe. And it was a really holy moment for me. And then I drew the God rays and the enlightenment. And then we went back to their house, and they were just really gracious about all the junky presents I had brought them. They're like, "Oh my gosh, how did you know that I collect blue glass? And oh, I love this game. We like trying new games." And then there's just something about love.
That's beautiful. I love that you had the words, that you had his quote exactly, or, it's really beautiful.
Yeah. I think of it all the time. It's such a nice thing to say to someone.
Oh, yeah. And it's true. You are.
Awesome. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, we'll go to Tim next. Here we go.
Hey,
here we go.
This is to Danica. Dear Danica, your friendship is so important in my life. We both met about 9 years ago. We were both widowers. Thank you for taking dancing lessons with me. It was so much fun. Our time together, learning new things brought us closer and closer. We like to sit on the beach, and we're out here on the West Coast. And then our relationship has flourished from your kind and caring nature.
That's beautiful, Tim. I love those drawings. The drawing of the two of you dancing is so precious.
That was hard.
It's great.
I had no idea where my hands were supposed to be.
It looks great. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tim. We'll go to Bryant.
Okay. Thank you, Ellen. My first try. This is for my cat, Napoleon. Dear Napoleon, thank you for being at the door when I come in, and he's saying meow, 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 meow. And silence when I reach down my hand and pat your back. It's almost like he smiles at me. We are a team. We are good company for each other, even when you're asleep in the window. Since you came last year, I have begun to purr straight from my heart. And when I'm with you, and when I am away, my heart is glad thinking of you, and still purrs.
Brian, I love your representation of Napoleon. So sweet.
It was a challenge.
And that your hand petting Napoleon in that second panel, that's beautiful.
Thank you. That was you do that. So that was an inspiration from you.
Terrific. Thank you. Okay. We'll go to Jackie next. Here we go.
I wrote this letter to a guy that I knew from my friend's college dorm, and I just knew he was in my life a very brief period of time. So I wrote, "Dear Jay, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me when I was in high school and you were in college. And there's me in like my big 80s hair. The first time we met, you offered me a piece of cake in a crumpled wrapper. Later, you offered me your phone number, a place to crash, lots of advice, and no judgment for my stupid high school bullshit. You were also very cool. You wrote me a postcard when I was in college and I never wrote back because I wasn't cool enough. And I was afraid of saying something stupid. And there's the postcard. I'm very grateful for you throwing me a real lifesaver during what shouldn't have been a dark and scary time. It made me feel safe. And that's me as a teenager on the phone in the dark. So
those are great, Jackie. Love the 80s hair and the details of the detail of you not writing back because you weren't cool enough hit my heart. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Agreed. Thanks, Jackie. All right, Jamie, you got to turn on that video, and we don't care about the background. Let's see if she's gonna do it. Otherwise, we'll scoot over to Caitlin if Jamie doesn't come by in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll go to Caitlin. Jamie will figure it out. Okay. Yep, there you go.
Okay. Let's see if I can get, okay, so mine was also for my mom. It says, "Dear Mom, thank you for giving me art. This is one of her quilts and these teapots that were on the wallpaper when I was little, and this little couch that had leaves that she had in our house." And then it says, "As a child, I felt light, colorful freedom." And then there's me making a collage. And I said, "Now I feel a sustaining current running through my life." And I said, "I am grateful to have been raised by you with your creative spirit, so appreciative of beauty and exploration." And then that's my mom.
That's beautiful, Caitlin. And I really love where you were feeling in the moment and then what you're feeling now, how the appreciation grew. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks.
Great.
This
Thanks so much.
was so fun, Ellen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna ask Jamie if she's ready. Jamie, you ready? 3. Oh, look at that.
Is it? Where am I? Am I here? Okay.
You're here.
And look, I just found out. Wait, I think I just
can't
saw
see
it.
you
Look.
though.
Virtual background. Wait. Oh God. I thought I could turn him off, and now I can't turn him off. I don't know what to do. All right, hold on. I'm staying at this dog's house, and the dog peed all over the bed that I'm supposed to sleep in. So it's been a terrible. Oh, look at this. Okay, here.
That did it.
So,
That did it.
and now I can read it. Okay, good. So I didn't do watercolors because I came late because I'm sometimes a loser. Okay, here we go. Dear God, this was to God because I feel like a big sinner because on Easter, I just laid in bed and I watched church on my phone. That is not good. So, dear God, thank you for the time that you've given me on earth. Thank you for time with my mom. Thank you for time with the dogs, especially Ernie. Ernie died. Time with my friends, time at the beach, time near the ocean with sunsets and sharks, time in all workshops. I'm such a butt kisser. Drawing stuff, time making music and making people, Mom and Ernie, the sunset, the sharks back there. Okay. And then these times make me feel like a big hug from the universe. You dork. That's so dumb. Okay. God is great and I am grateful. Okay. Just stop. I'm done. Thank you. This was really fun.
Thank you. Those drawings were fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
4 minutes. Wonderful.
Thank you. I try to be fast. I just can't get anything else together. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Thanks, Jamie. And Kurt Russell's eye was staring out of your mouth for a moment there. It was pretty awesome. We're going to Anna next and then Linda. And we've lost a couple, but I guess they kicked themselves out of the queue. So we'll go to Anna. There we go.
Hi, I'm Anna. I wrote a gratitude letter to my friend Jill. So we were best friends in high school, and then we just lost contact somehow. So we're back in each other's lives. So I wrote, I don't know if you can see this that well. Dear Jill, thank you for still liking me. It made me feel loved to know that you still want to be my friend. And the last panel is, I'm ecstatic to have a woman warrior like you in my life.
Beautiful, Anna. Those little friendships that last are so golden. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Anna. We'll go to Linda next and then Fedora. There we go.
Hi, I wrote to my sister. I hope I can read this backwards. It said, Dear Sue, thank you for being such a great aunt to my kids. And there's my son, Matt. He was in the Marines. I said, I love knowing Matt could visit you when he was stationed in North Carolina, and how he and his friends left their stuff at your house when they deployed. And they left a ton of things. In fact, there was even a pair of pants that someone had just taken off with a belt still in it. It was funny. I am still impressed he let you see the barracks. I never was allowed to have a little conversation there. Did you ever see where they lived? And I said, no, we were never allowed. And she goes, oh, Linda, it's terrible. So I never know. And I said, I'm so thankful you are in his life and have a trusting relationship with him and my other kids. And it was good to have to narrow it down, but I could write 10 more of these. So this was really a great workshop. Really nice.
Thank you, Linda. I love all the details. They really do make the.
There we go.
Hi, Tom.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. This sounds really stupid. How do I show something from the iPad? I mean, I know people do it.
I will. Are you connected through Zoom on your iPad at the moment?
No, I'm not.
You would have to do that. You would have to do that in order to share it. But sometimes people are able to just find the right sort of
angle.
Yes.
You just have to kind of and bring it close and
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm zoomed way in. Yeah, this is it's not as sweet as the other letters of gratitude you'll see. Can somebody else read it? Because
Dear Basil, thank you for waking me from my long sleep. I took flight in a world suddenly much bigger. And so that when it was over, I felt very small indeed. You're one of life's toughest lessons. I'm so grateful to have loved and lost you. Wow, Fedora, that's remarkable. And those drawings are just so evocative and thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't on my list, but yeah, that's the magic of these workshops, it's like right.
I love how the characters are pulling each other to the next panel.
Yeah, that kind of giddiness, I guess you'd say.
Fabulous.
Hey, thanks for a great workshop.
Thank you, Fedora.
Thanks, Fedora. We'll go to Kate next. Kate.
Mine is kind of fresh because my partner's mom died this morning, and so I just decided, since she's on my mind, that I was going to write about her.
Oh, goodness.
So, Dear Alma, today is the day that you died. Sorry, I can't really read this. And all day I've been thinking about the last time I saw you. By cherishing my gift in that moment, you gave me the gift of a lovely memory from a dark time for me to hold on this sad day.
That's wonderful.
Kate, that's gorgeous. Beautiful drawings, and what a beautiful tribute to your mother-in-law.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing that.
so much.
And I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, thank you.
We have one more AB, and then we'll slide over and see Ellen's Snoopy costume.
Hi, I'm Abby. I did mine to my dad, and I wrote, oh, let's see. I wrote, "Thank you, Dad, for showing me your love of music." And that's him. And I said, as a kid, seeing your joy made me so joyful. Some of my best memories are all of us singing Grandma's Feather Bed together. And that's me saying a lyric, 9 feet high, 6 feet wide. And I said, being able to still bond with you over music has been so important to me, even if it's just sending you YouTube videos. And it's me saying, did you get the link? And he said, yep. And last one is, thank you for helping me discover myself and for always being excited about what excites me. And he's saying, I'll try and learn that song too, and we can play it together when we see each other.
Beautiful, Abby. What a great dad. And I love all the details, like the feather bed.
Thanks. And this was so fun. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you, Abby.
All right, I'm gonna find Ellen somewhere in the grid, and
so grateful for your creativity and care. So there she is, teaching me how to sew.
so wonderful. Ellen, thanks so much for this. You made so many raw, beautiful things come up, and it's always so wonderful when we can all share this together. And I'm just really grateful for everybody who's shown up for the first time or this more on Instagram or whatever your favorite is. Susan's after party, grab that link while you can. Mute yourselves and just thank Ellen, and we'll close out. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you, Ellen. Thanks to everyone for sharing.
Thank you, Ellen.
Yay.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Ellen.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.
Thanks. Great workshop.
That was really beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. They were great.